Okay, good afternoon. I'm Mallikarjun, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics. Today I'm going to give the lecture on 4th semester Engineering Mathematics, Complex Analysis, Probability and Statistical Methods. There we have the concept complex line integral. So actually this topic is under module 2. We got it. Okay, now let us have a graph. I've written a graph. There we have a continuous curves extending from P to Q. There we have a n number of points. So denoting P as P equal to P of Z naught. On last point I am going to denote Q nothing but P n of Z n. In between them we have P of Z1, P of Z2, P of Z3, P k minus 1 of Zk minus 1, P k Z Zk. Likewise we have n number of points. Let alpha k be any points in between in the arc of the curve from pk minus 1 to pk. Obviously the distance in between them zk and zk minus 1 usually will take delta zk. Delta zk nothing but small increment given to zk. Delta zk usually distance between zk minus 1. You have seen here alpha k I have taken. This is alpha k. This is the point pk of zk. This is the point pk minus 1 zk. So obviously the distance between them I'm going to denote as delta zk. Delta zk nothing but zk minus 1, where k is 1, 2, 3, so on up to n. Then we have the definition n limit n tends to infinity summation k varying from 1 to n f of alpha k delta zk. Alpha k nothing but the point you have taken in between zk and zk minus 1. Got it. Into delta zk. Delta zk nothing but distance between the point zk minus 1. That expression limit n tends to infinity summation k varying from 1 to n f of alpha k delta zk, where mod of delta zk tends to 0 as n tends to infinity is defined as complex line integral along the path c. Usually we denote by integral over c f of z dz. Properties of complex line integrals. If minus c denotes transfers from q to p, this is the q to p. Usually c denotes the path from p to q. Obviously minus c denotes from the path q to p, traverse from q to p. So integral over minus c f of z dz is minus of integration over c f of z dz, where c is nothing but transfers from p to q. Minus c is obviously negative from q to p. Like we have a second point. If c is split into number of points, likewise c1, c2, c3, so on up to cn. Usually as per the property of definite integral, I can write integral over c f of z dz along c1 plus along c2 plus along c3. So likewise we can write some other points. Third property, if lambda 1 lambda 2 are constants, then integral over c lambda 1 f1 of z plus or minus lambda 2 f2 of z dz equal to lambda 1 is constant. Take lambda 1 outside the integration. Lambda 1 of integration over c f1 of z dz plus lambda 2 integration of c f2 of z. So these are three properties we are using in complex line integrals. Okay, complex line integral of a complex valued function you have seen. Z is u plus iv, complex valued function, that is u plus iv. F of z, u plus iv understood. U is a function of x comma y, v is also a function of x comma y. Nothing but u of x comma y plus I into v of x comma y. So actually integral over say f of z dz, I can write integral over say u plus iv. F of z is u plus iv, complex valued function. Dz nothing but dx plus I dy. So we can separate into real part and imaginary part. Obviously u into dx, integral over c u dx plus iv into I dy. Iv into I dy, I square is minus 1. So minus I put here v dy plus I take out I outside the integration, I into v dx plus next I have taken outside u dy. Just I am writing separating real part and imaginary part in the form of x plus iy. Got it. This is the representation of line integral of a complex valued function. Okay, this will go for the problems. So problem 1. So evaluate integral over c z square dz. We have 2 points, 2 cases in this case. First, a, along the straight line from z is equal to 0 to z is equal to 3 plus I. Z is equal to 0 to z is equal to 3 plus I. B, along the curve made up of 2 line segments, one from z is equal to 0 to z is equal to 3 and another from z is equal to 3 to z is equal to 3 plus I. Okay, let us coming to the solution part. Along the straight line from z is equal to 0 to z is equal to 3 plus I. So let us have a integral over say z square dz. So integral over from z is equal to 0 to 3 plus I. 0 to 3 plus I means 0 comma 0. 3 plus I, nothing but x plus iy. On comparing with x plus iy, real part 3, y is 1 and should 3 comma 1. 0 0 to 3 comma 1. Okay, let us have a problem here. So that obviously z varying from 0 to 3 plus I means 0 comma 0 to 3 comma 1. Z varying from 0 to 3 comma 1. So treating 0 comma 0 as x1 comma y1, treating another point 3 comma 1 as x2 comma y2. So we have general line equations joining the points x1 y1 x2 y2. This is y minus y1 divided by x minus x1 equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So x1 y1 nothing but 0 comma 0, x2 y2 nothing but 3 comma 1. On equating, obviously we will get y minus 0 divided by x minus 0 equal to 1 minus 0 by 3 minus 0 equal to 1 by 3. So this simplifies to y is equal to x by 3, or we can write y is equal to 3x. X equal to 3y, y equal to x by 3. So we need to evaluate z square integral over z square dz. Z square means the x plus iy whole square, dz nothing but dx plus I dy from 0 0 to 3 comma 1 written as per our condition. So 0 0 to 3 1 z square x plus iy square nothing but x square minus y square plus I into 2xy into dz nothing but dx plus I dy. Again, by separating real part and imaginary part, we can split into two integral. One integral from 0 to 0 3 comma 1 x square minus y square into dx, x square minus y square into dx plus I into 2xy into I dy, 2i square is minus 2 xy dy plus I into integration from 0 to 0 3 comma 1 2xy dx plus I already outside this I into x square minus y square dy. That means we are going to write in the form of real part and in the form of x plus iy. That means I am going to separate out real part and imaginary part along with the limits 0 to 0 to 3 comma 1. Okay, now let us convert this into single variable y. Whole integral I am going to convert into single variable y or x, whatever it may be. We have y is equal to x by 3. So our x is equal to 3y, dx equal to 3 dy, dx equal to 3 dy. So dx equal to 3 dy, obviously y varying from 0 to 1. So we are going to write x, we are going to write you are going to convert this whole integral into variable, into single variable y. That means I have to write x in terms of y. Y written as it is y, x in place of x, we can write 3y as per this equation, y is equal to x by 3. X equal to 3y, obviously dx equal to 3 dy. So y varying from 0 to 1. Let us substitute in integral over c z square dz. So y varying from 0 to 1, x square, x nothing but 3y, 3y 9y square minus y square 3 dy, dx nothing but 3 dy minus 2xy minus this minus 2 into x nothing but 3y into y dy plus I into 2x x nothing but 3y into y dx nothing but 3 dy plus this plus I'm going to continue here, x nothing but 9y square minus y square dy. Just the simple integration along with the limit y is equal to 0 to 1. So this simplifies to integral over 0 to 1 18y square plus I into y varying from 0 to 1 26y square. On completing the integration, on substituting upper and lower limit, you will get 6 plus 2x plus 6 plus 2x by 3 I. This is the first case along what 0 to 3 along the path. Now second B, we have another point B, segments from z is equal to 0 to 3 and then from z is equal to 3 to 3 plus I. Got it? Means x comma y varying from 1 0 0 0 0 to 3 0, then 3 comma 0 only 3 comma 0 to 3 plus I nothing but x nothing but 3 I y nothing but 1 3 to 1. This is the graph where there we are going to split into two curves C1 and C2, one segment from 0 to 0 to 3 0 as per this, z is equal to 0 comma 0 to 3 comma 0 as per this. Then from z is equal to 3 to 3 plus I, that means 3 comma 0 to 3 plus I 3 comma 1. Got it? So we have two curves C1 and C2, where C1 from 0 to 0 3 comma 0, another segment from C2, that is 3 to 0 3 comma 1. I can split given curve into two curve, we say what, C1 and C2. So along C1, let us separately write now. Along C1, along x-axis y is 0, dy equal to 0, x varying from 0 to 3. Let us substitute in z square dz. Already I have seen z square dz nothing but x square minus y square plus I into 2xy into 2x plus I dy. As per that, now in that expression is substitute this value, dy as 0, y is 0. As per that, you will get this simplification, z square dz is x square dx. This is along C1. Now along C2. Now the same thing along C2. Along C2 means, look at here, along C2, x remains same 3 comma 0 to 3 comma 1. That means x equal to 3, y varying from 0 to 1. X equal to 3 means dx equal to 0, constant differentiation 0. Y varying from 0 to 1, by putting x equal to 3 and dx equal to 0 in z square dz, that simplifies to 3 z square dz. Already I have seen x square minus y square plus I into 2xy into dx plus I dy. There I am going to substitute x equal to 3, dx is 0, y varying from 0 to 1. On simplification, you will get this expression for z square dz, 9 minus y square plus 6 iy into I dy. So this simplifies to C. Along C, z square dz is along C1 and C2, one from two segment, one from 0 to 3 and another from 3 to 3 plus I, C1 plus C2. 0 to 3, I have seen z square dz along C1, simplification z square dz will be x square dx plus I means along C2, you have seen this I into, this is 0, the I into I dy. Here I am taking I outside, constant, 9 minus, here I taken outside, 9 minus y square plus 6 iy. So this simplify on completing the integration and substituting upper and lower limit. This simplifies to 9 minus 3 is 6 plus I into 26 by 3. So along the given path. So this is not 9, this is 6, okay. Okay, coming to next problem number 2. So we need to evaluate integral over C mod z square dz, where C is the square with following vertices. We say what, 0 comma 0 1 comma 0 1 comma 1 1 0 comma 1. So I have written from graphically, you have along C1 C2 C3 C4, 0 comma 0 square, this one is square, curve is square, 0 comma 0 1 comma 0, next to 1 comma 1, this point will be 1 comma 1, 0 comma 1. So along first point corresponds 0 to 0 to 1 0, we have taken C1. Next to 1 comma 0 to 1 1, I have taken C2 from P to Q 1 comma. Next to 1 comma 1 to 0 1 will be C3, from this I have taken R. Next this C4. So clear, given curve is split into four part, C1, C2, C1, C2, C3, C4. Mod z square dz on simplification, mod z is root of x square plus y square. Mod z is root of x square plus y square. Mod z whole square will be x square plus y square. Dz dx plus I dy. Along C1, y is 0. Along x-axis y is 0. That is obviously 0, 0, 1, 0. Y is 0 means dy equal to 0. X varying from 0 to 1. Got it? So on putting these values in mod z square dz becomes x square dx. Y is 0, dy is 0. That simplifies to x square dx. This is along C1. Along C2, x equal to 1. You can see x equal to 1. Dx equal to 0, y varying from 0 to 1. So this, by putting this in mod z square dz will be mod z x square is 1 square, 1 plus y square plus into dx is 0, I dy. So this is the simplification along C2. Along the curve C3, look at here y is 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, y remains same. That means y equal to 1, obviously dy equal to 0. X varying from along C3, look at a mark or direction, 1 to 0, x varying from 1 to 0. So by putting this in mod z square dz, it becomes what? Y square 1 plus x square, dy is 0, dx plus I dy, dx only dx, x varying from 1 0. Now along C4, 0 1 to 0 0. That means x equal to 0. X equal to 0 means dx will be 0, y varying from 1 to 0. Putting these values in mod of z square dz, we are getting the simplification. Mod z square dz will be this: y square x is 0, y square x square plus y square, x is 0, y square dx is also 0, y square into I dy. Okay, let us substitute this in above equation 1. Already we split given curve C into 4 part. We are going to split into 4 curve C1, C2, C3, C4. Let us substituting this. Along C1 already I have seen mod z square nothing but x square dx, where x varying from 0 to 1. Along C2 I have seen y varying from 0 to 1. I am taking y outside, I into 1 plus y square dy. This is the simplification. Along C3 I have seen x varying from 1 to 0, y is 1. Substituting this in mod z square dz, will get x square plus 1 dx plus I into y varying from 1 0, y square dy along C4. So I am completing the integration and substituting respective limits. We are getting 1 by 3 plus 4i by 3 minus 4 by 3 minus I by 3. This is finally simplifies to minus 1 plus I. This is along the given curve. Got it? Okay, let us coming to the problem 3. Problem 3. So we need to evaluate integral over 0 to 3 to 4. 2, 4, 2y plus x square dx plus 3x minus y dy along the given parabola. X parametric equations given x equal to 2t, y equal to t square plus 3. So in the solution part, you have seen 0, 3 to 2, 4. That means x, y. First coordinate is for x, y coordinate second. X varying from 0 to 2. X varying from 0 to 2 means let us convert into Cartesian form by putting if x equal to 0. Let us put these values in parametric equation. If x equal to 0, x varying from 0 to 2, if x equal to 0, x nothing but 2t, t equals 0. X equal to 2, by putting x equal to 2, 2t equal to 2t, 2t equal to what? 2. X equal to 2, x equal to 2t means here 2t getting cancelled, t equal to 1. So hence we can say what? T varying from 0 to 1. That means I am going to convert Cartesian to parametric form. So x 0 to 2 can be written as t varying from 0 to 1 because your parametric equation given x equals to 2t, y equal to t square plus 3. With this, let us assume the given integral as I, so taken as I. This whole integral you can consider as I equal to where t varying from 0 to 1, 2y nothing but given parametric equation t square plus 3 plus x square nothing but 4t square into dx nothing but 2 dt differentiation 2 dt plus 3x x into t minus y nothing but minus of t square plus 3 into dy. I'm going to substitute here dy nothing but differentiation 2t dt. On simplification, we are getting this integration from t varying from 0 to 1, 24t square minus 2t cube minus 6t plus 12t dt. Finally, this simplifies to 24t cube by 3 in between 0 to 1 minus 2 into t power 4 by 4 in between 0 to 1 minus 6 into t square by 2 0 to 1 plus 12t. So this simplified to 33 by 2 along the given path. Okay, this is the topic. Okay.